1% of dudes rapping, they ain't nice as me. 98% ain't live the same type of life as me. The judge gave me life and then they sent me where the life is be. That level 4 with depth and vice, the type of stuff they like to see. Two choices, fight or flee. I refuse to die a chump. I never been a mark, but damn, it's scary when that riot jump. I seen dudes cry, get pumped, and some sexually brutalized. Knew a dude who lost his life and he was only doing 5 year-long racial fights when homie all you do is ride. Lonely days and nights up in a hole causing suicide. From the moment you arrive, you see the Mexican mafia, AB skinheads with big giant swastikas, pro-black philosophers, the BGF, the Kumi, and Muslims who will murk you from the nation to the Sunni. That MS was loony, quick to ride up on they rival. Even Christians went to church, hide knives up in a Bible. Political and tribal, the Crips and Damus, the Long Beach, the Hubs and the Dubs and the Grooves, the IE, the Bakersfield, the Dago Pyrus, the hustlers quick to roll, the gangsters don't move, whatever click you choose.
You know, I was in Corcoran, man, and during this era in Corcoran, man, you know, you had different shoes. They had different shoes, different places. San Quentin had a shoe, Pelican Bay had a shoe, Corcoran had a shoe, and Tehachapi had a shoe, a major shoe. Even though each prison had what they call ad-sex, which you could do a short shoe term. But in San Quentin, Pelican Bay, Corcoran, and Tehachapi, you could do a life sentence in the shoe, which means you already have life and you just never get out the shoe. You're stuck in the shoe. I was in the Corcoran. So, you know, I mean, every time I touch a yard, you know what I'm saying? I would pull the homies together, the homeboys, up under the umbrella, the IE umbrella, because they would kind of be separated. You know, they might hang out a little bit, but there was no umbrella if you wasn't from their individual cadre set within the IE. So I bring the IE, the umbrella, the IE together. So look, so I'm in Corcoran, man. So in Corcoran, these COs, they're betting on fights on the backyard. In Corcoran, you know, you had, when you went in the yard, you had to go back up against the wall, and you'd have to Folsom 2, because I stayed in it. Look, and then when they put two prisoners on the yard, you know what I mean? You know, they would handcuff them, right? And then they would they say resume yard, which means get up. So, but at this time, it's a war between the Mexicans and the blacks, the brothers. So they let these two brothers out. Now, one brother's doing dips. One brother's doing the dip bar. I don't know if y'all know what dips is, but he's doing dips. The other brother is standing in back of him. Even though they only two on the yard, he got the usalam on him to make sure that because they had the propensity, the tendency to let other races out there that you was at war with to attack you. They would bet on it. And exactly this is what they did. They let a Mexican set out there. Immediately, when the Mexicans come out, they had Kisus too, man. They attacked the brothers. But the first brother, who had Usalama, he come up on the Mexican dude and he body slammed him. Bow. So now that's to the side. The other dude come up off the dip bar. So you see him going at it. So dude going his little stand, he do his little bow, throw a punch, bow. The Mexican throw a punch, they going at it. Whoop. They're at it. Physical altercation. I don't know who got the better at that. I don't either. It's irrelevant. But when all of a sudden you see the brother drop, he just dropped. So the brother. So look, the brother fall down. He's dead. He shot him in the head. So they're betting on these fights and they killing brothers back there. Now I already know, man, that they already got it out for me and whatever, and they got it out for some guy because of shit he was doing. Not letting nobody in. All the homies that was in the shoe with me, they were having no cellies, none of that stuff. Look, I tell all the homeboys, I say, look, man, we ain't no busters, we ain't no cowards. But these motherfucking overseers, man, they using us as you already know this. They just killing blacks, man. I tell them, don't go to the yard, man, and be a victim of circumstances. What I'm telling you right now, you go out there, one of y'all gonna get killed. Anyway, man, one of the homeboys called me down to cheat back to, okay, now you got this new penitentiary, it was new then.
Let me pause you right there just real quick, right? Let me pause you right there. I remember you relaying this story to me when we was in Ironwood, and I want you to expound a little bit more in depth. While you told them, and you can just piggyback on this, while you told them not to go to the yard. You know, you told me back then that the people who was going to the yard and getting killed, the convicts, they stuck to an honor system. You broke it down how the police was basically using our own honor system against us because they knew that the people wouldn't go say nothing, and they wasn't playing on the same playing field. And so you said that it was ludicrous to go out there and get killed because of our honor, knowing that these guys are not on the same playing field. They're using the fact that the convicts wasn't going to snitch. They was using that to the convicts' detriment. And so you broke that down and you described that, you know, that wasn't going to happen. You wasn't just going to go out, be killed, or allow the homies to be killed when we didn't have any action at doing anything to the police. Can you expound on that a little bit in your own words?
Well, I can't say it no better than what you just said. I can't say it no better than what you just said. And you know, but I'm gonna go. I'm not finished there with that. But I can't explain that no better than what you just did. But just now, one of the police. So now these police end up going to court and lawsuits and all that get passed on for millions of dollars. But this one CO, and it was taken out the CO position to, you know. But this one CO, it was found with justifiable homicide, and he was one of the main was betting. So look. I get called to Cucamonga, which is was the San Bernardino's new county jail at the time, to go to court for somebody. This is how we used to get down to court. Anyway, I'm in Chino, and guess what, man? This same CO that killed his brother when I was there, he's walking the line. There was somebody that he didn't like or whatever, so he come to the Mexicans and get him. They had these jars of bugler. They had these big jars of bugler's tobacco, which is, you know, everybody wanted to smoke too. And so he give it to the Mexican, he give him a knife, a street knife, a buck knife. And he tell him, you know, he wanted his brother blast. Now, usually, a lot of times, not all of them, but some of them ride with that bullshit. But the Mexicans this time said, fuck that. So they stepped to the brothers. They said, man, look, the police just gave us this jar of bugler and this knife, man, to blast dude. So the brothers, they split the tobacco with the Mexican. The Mexican gave him the buck knife. There was this brother, and I'm not going to say what set he from, but I'll say this. He had a tattoo on his face. It was like a blue rag tattooed on his face, but it was like wrapped around his forehead, and it came like sideways down his head, and the tip of it was like this. It was a tattoo. He took the bone crush. He had life in there for having bodies. He blasted his police, man. He hit him in the, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I think he blasted him in the neck. He took his breath. The same CO, man.
This same CO who at Corcoran had killed a brother in a fight. So he comes down to Chino basically with the same shenanigans. And since he was unable to kill a brother down there, he tried to have a brother killed with some tobacco and with a knife, and it ended up going backwards on him. Do you think that karma played a part in that?
Basically, you said it correct. He did kill a brother in Corcoran.
Yeah.
He did kill a brother. He shot one and killed him. He came down there with the same scandalous shenanigans as you said. It backfired on you. Karma. I'm not gonna play word games, but it damn sure backfired on you. Just use the word karma. You know, you can use any word you want to use to describe him. And dude hit him with that buck knife and took his breath.
Them crackers let me out the gate, now the pressure's on. We about to get this shit straight like a pressing cone. The wrong cat to get aggressive on. I bring the bitch up out of niggas while you think they got them dresses on. My reach long and that's the best type. To have some dirty white boys come and smoke you like a meth pipe and leave your chest bright red like a fire truck. Kicking your mom's door at night, nigga, and tie her up. I'm wild as fuck and I'm respected by the new youth. I put this pistol in their ear like a Bluetooth. I blow their brains on they new coupe and have red everywhere just like a function full of soup whoops. Tell your troops I deal with beef like a butcher. My 4-5 pump more guys than Ashton Kutcher. Line pusher, quick to bury your clown, nigga. I stayed in the park like the merry-go-round. Get it?
The game greasy, bitch, they can't need me. Oh, you niggas don't know my name. The game greasy, bitch, they can't need me. I'm out here doing my thing. The game greasy, bitch, they can't need me. I swerve in my own lane. The game greasy, bitch, they can't need me.